you're psycho, crazy, this ain't like you. Baby, you spazzing out and you acting out. Little do you know it don't faze me. Still the man with a plan going up, and you know.
Ever wonder why some clothes are so expensive? Want to find out how to save your hard-earned cash? There are a great amount of brands out there that will help you with your perfect fall and winter outfit while making it cost-effective for the consumer. My name is Paul Soren, and some of my credibility includes personal communication with brands such as Represent Clothing and Among the Prime, as well as 2 years of constant research and clothing orders. My goal is to help educate my audience and some other fashion consumers on how to save money and still look great with a great wardrobe. I've had some recent clothing pickups that I'm going to be showing my audience today. Some of the clothes on the racks include Represent, Among the Prime, PTM, and of course H&M, which is a retailer everyone knows about. Some brands that have specific business models, such as Killian out in California, I'll be helping to explain with that. Some of the cost savings equations I will be explaining as well. The first thing is to remember the 5 W's and the H. The who is the first W, the consumer, which is the person that is buying all of these garments. What is the affordable alternatives, which I'll be showing you today. Why? You gotta save the money. If you want to look great, you gotta have the right money to afford it, and then you want to save it at the same time. The times in which is the best to buy are peak times when it's a certain campaign within clothing. Certain clothing companies will first start out with a spring or summer line and then casually move on to this fall and winter line. Between those peak times, there will of course be a sale from previous seasons. And of course, you gotta remember is where to get these stores and brands. Of course, now that it's 2015, everyone is on the internet, on their mobile devices. So it's really easy to find easy alternatives just online shopping. Otherwise, of course, you can go into different stores. A great store I've personally bought from is Macus out in Portland. Another store would be Moda in Milwaukee. And the last one is to remember H. How do you save the money? All you gotta do is just gotta do the research. Helping you do the right research will find the right alternatives for the right cost, and everyone's happy, including the business and the consumer. A business model usually goes through 3 points when it comes to clothing: the cost, the wholesale, and the retail. What's so great about Killian is that it completely cuts out the middleman. This specific business out of California operates on a selection of clothing that compares itself to a lot of high fashion brands. A description about Killian is offered on their website at killianest.com. Killian is a modern menswear offering a sophisticated selection of essential garments at highly desirable price points. They go on further to say that at Killian we neglect the traditional wholesale to retail model by cutting out the middleman, as I previously explained. Once the clothing goes to 3 points and making the brand, you gotta figure out what that exactly means. So once a business decides to make a garment, they have to figure out the cost. An example would be that the cost of a jacket to make is $25. They go on next to sell to stores for wholesale, which will sell the business to a wholesale for $50 to $55, say for example, of the jacket. Finally, the wholesale sells to the retail, which would be a store or an online store, and at that final retail price, it would be at $100 for that jacket. Killian decides to completely cut out that last process, which means that they're making enough money just so it can continue to run. Killian sells to you at the wholesale price. The garments won't be sent out to a store and receive a markup for these clothing. Killian's goal is to make enough money to keep running and function so that the consumer can continue to buy their clothing while they're still able to run their business. Another clothing brand I wanted to show you guys today is Represent Clothing. They are a brand out of England. Some of the great things about this brand is that they're so affordable. These are easily comparable to the Balmain jean, which is a brand everyone knows about and knows exactly how expensive they are.
it all with my.
Another pair that represent jeans I decided to pick up were from Macus, which is a clothing brand out in Portland, Oregon. Same exact kind, this is just called the Black Ice. It's a little bit more gray and maybe some speckles of black, but the exact same fit and look of the other represent biker jean. Another brand I'll be showcasing today is, of course, Among the Prime. This is owned by one of my buddies, Oliver. He is located right here in Milwaukee. His clothing brand often reminds me of the fashion brand Fear of God LA, which is located out in Los Angeles. What's so great about these pants is they're just so essential and so basic. You can easily pair them with anything. And just like the Fear of God pants, they are zippered at the bottom, which I'll be showing in the video.
Never saving numbers, so it's sad you want it back. I'm waiting for your brains to spill out of your skull cap. Pill capping, still rapping. Been about it, blocking numbers, limiting all of my contacts. Yeah, I got it, with a goddess. We've been rolling and smoking and hoping that you was about it. Let's get rowdy. Use my advantage in making these bangers and get my advances up. I'm taking my chances, bruh.
There are many clothing brands that will help you save money. You can even save more money than that. I talked about how Represent was a great affordable alternative, but there are even more affordable alternatives to Represent itself. So there's one tee that I was able to pick up from Karmaloop with the discount I'm able to give out you guys as well. This shirt is highly reminiscent of one of the new Represent clothing items. This one is called the Long Terry Knit, exactly like the other shirt. The only thing is that there is no French back seam, but still the same great fit and look of Represent. And last but not least, I'll be showing you the perfect end to the fall and winter outfit. Of course, you can't go wrong with the jackets. A leather jacket suits anybody as long as you pair with the right clothing choices. And this one was able to save me tons of money compared to the Saint Laurent Paris jacket itself. That jacket is retail priced at $4,990, whereas the H&M jacket may not be real leather, but it is at a great price of $70. Can't go wrong with that, especially when getting to the colder weather.
Keep on, keep running. Running and running. Keep on, keep running.
And listen, I'm from that bay, where slang originates, don't even know what cats say. 06, I remember back in that day, a rubber band around a broken CD player slapping Mac Dre. And back then it was Jabos wearing bigger clothes. The bay was popping, keep the sneak, had different flows. But when 07 came, the hypey movements window closed. Hearts broke, but fuck it, that's the way this business goes. But Uncle 40